Welcome everyone to VR Master League Onward. I'm your caster for today, ctrl.flirt.del. I was supposed to be joined by another one, but it's going to just be me, and I hope that's okay with you. So I'm thrilled to be here. This is the game I wanted to pick up this week. We have Spaces Aces versus Pandamonium. Spaces Aces being here since Season 7, but on and off since then, and Pandemonium's a debut season, so happy to be casting new teams and seeing all the fresh people coming in and how they look at the league and the maps. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Let's get into the map picks and bans here. For the side of Spaces Aces, they are going to ban Downfall, which I totally understand and get. Oops, wrong one. And then on the side of the Pandemonium, they are going to ban Bazaar. And for our first map pick, we are going to the neighborhood of Suburbia, which is the official name. I know it's not as generic as you might think. Well, it's a full lobby. Everyone is totally ready to go, but let's go down the line of the roster. We have Buttermaster, Jackie, G99, Wingman, 526, Cooper B, 27, Succulent Deer, 20. The side of Pandemonium, we have Android Goat, White Fang, Reinhardt Dean, Nexus, and Douchebaggins, or D-Baggins as we sometimes call him. Oh, I see that we have Buttermaster as the captain of Space Aces, but not the captain of Pandemonium. So he may be watching and maybe they'll rotate out. So I know that we have a lot of new viewers who are tuning in because they are excited about the Quest port or have slowly found our channel and start watching the games. So welcome, first of all. We're so happy you're here, and I will do my best to explain the game. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. We have a friendly community. They'll be happy to answer questions for you. But this is Season 10, Week 3 for Onward, and it's been a really great season so far. Maybe because I'm on a new team and I'm loving it, or because there's a panda team. You know, look at that logo. Look at how cute that is. You know what crazy person did that? I did it because I like pandas. So I was like, I will make it for you. any cute animal drinking a juice box. And then of course the guys from Spaces Aces, I love them. They are hands down the nicest team in the league. I always say that. All right, well, in Suburbia, which is the classic map, it's commonly played with newer teams because it's easier to learn. There are I forget how many maps there are, 9 maps that they can pick from. There's night variants for some of them. And the home team, Spaces Aces, they will pick a map or the side, and then they'll flip over to the away team, which is going to be Pandemonium. So I think they chose map and gave the side pick to Pandemonium, and they chose Volk. So this is a 5v5 milsim. We're on a map called Suburbia, and there are 6 objectives that rotate. But the objective is Marsoc. They are going to attack the objective. So they are trying to get as close as they can to the radius of the uplink and punch in a 7-digit code that generates at the beginning of each round. And that is their objective and their goal. That gets them 2 points. Or they can eliminate Volk defense, and that gets them 1 point. Volk has to hold off Marsoc with 6 minutes or eliminate them, and that gets them 1 point. So you definitely want to go for that cap. There's an incentive for it. For each map, it's going to be best of 7. So first to 4, and then it's best of 3 maps. If we tie 1 and 1 for the third map, it will be the deciding map. But if the series has been decided, we still will play the third map because that is how we rank teams for standings. It's with MMR. So they will play the third map even if it's a clean sweep. And to be honest, I'm not exactly sure because Space's Aces, they are a team that started out in an arcade and they all know each other and they're all friends. And not to say I'm not friends with my teammates or anything, but they actually all are right by each other. So they got together and played whenever they could and then go out for a beer afterwards. But they do have new people on their team, so excited to see how they play. Pandamonium, this is all their first season playing. And I know that they've been practicing because I've practiced with them as well and played with them in lobbies. So welcome to the league. All right, as the team gets ready, I'm gonna go, let's see, tell you what our first objective is, which you'll see when we spawn into the map. But for those of you who know the game, it is going to be the Burning House objective. Because this is a small map, Volk will always spawn in the same place. But, well, actually, I think they do for all maps. Or, I guess it depends. Sometimes it's behind the house or in front, depending on which objective it is. But for Marsoc, they can spawn from two different sides when attacking this objective. It's not that big of a deal finding out their spawn or giving up your spawn right away. Just because it's a smaller map, you can attack and cap on this objective within, 15-20 seconds if you're a really fast capper. And if you push heavily. So that can happen. All right, just waiting for the teams here. They are all ready to go, excited and hyped. Okay, here we go into map 1, Suburbia round 1. Oh, they said hi immediately. I didn't know they were gonna do that. Hello, guys. Ooh, look at them being all serious, talking about pre-fire. Shots coming out from Space's Aces. So already giving it away. We're gonna look at the teams here. It looks like they're going, well, they're just running for it, really. 3 and 2 for a little bit here. The defense is a good classic defense. They're holding back. They've got 2 on objective, or 3 on objective, 1 upstairs of middle house, and 1 across on spawn house to watch the approach. Android Goat spots out Succulent Deer and goes down. He gives the call outs that I think it's a maybe, which is great. So Kesney here is the captain and he's giving call outs to his team. I think they could start to hear. Let's see who's in the backyard here. We got Jackie checking the area. So the shuffling here can definitely be heard. Everything that the noise that Jackie is making can definitely be heard by Kesney. So he can give that call out, but he is just waiting and waiting. Whoa, and there's a C4 downing Jackie. Buttermaster does get Nexus. Reinhardt gets Cooper and Buttermaster. So we've got Jackie to give call outs and our buddy Wingman here. Well, this is a tall order, but Wingman is a good skilled player. He's wearing a backpack today, which makes sense, I guess. His team did say he was gonna carry, so no pressure, wingman. Or just enough pressure, who knows? He's just clearing out middle house. He can definitely hear Reinhardt making noise up here. You can see that they are a little bit more on the antsy side because, okay, not that it matters, but because they are peaking, which is fine in this case because they probably had an accurate count. Pandemonium does take a point. So as you can see in the game, the map is on the lower right of the screen, and it's set up in lanes, or as the league would like to say. So lanes 1, 2, 3, and 4, just right from north to south on the map. And those are callouts that teams will learn. Some of them reverse the order, some of them have completely different names. Each team does it a little bit different. We have generic common callouts for the different maps, but in case you watch other casters, we might call different things or say the same thing, different names. So for Spaces Aces, they didn't use any utility. There wasn't like smokes or nades going out. Nades is a really great thing to clear out these areas that you know that defenders will be. Because the objective is right out in the open there, and you can cap rather fast from different angles under cover, you'll know that there are going to be defenders around this area. So it's a common place to nade the front yard right on the objective. It also is common to nade the side of the house too to get rid of any C4, but that was a really well placed C4 on the side of Pandemonium. It looks like we're going into round 2. Okay, Pandemonium also going to get the same spawn. Yes, they're talking about pre-fire here, and that's something that Pandemonium was also mentioning. This is a common lane to pre-fire just because it's open, and you can pre-fire that if they spawned over here and they try to make a cross. You can get them if you know the way to pre-fire it. It can also just suppress their cross. In this case, it's not really going to push them back too much. They still are taking this 4-1 split here. Kesney is going in with the shield. That will be able to give some good intel here. If his team just needs to let him move forward, try and clear out playground, and then make their moves. Now, the audio in this game is audible from the playground, from the monkey bars. You can hear people making noise from both sides of these houses here. So if you're gonna make noise, they've already heard you. So they're clearing out this back garden alley here. They are, well, it's 2-2-1, so a nade might down 2 of them, but they've got some good spacing between them. Kesney has his guy behind him. Okay, here smokes are coming out. coordinated. Looks like they're going for an attack right on it. Putting out smokes, putting out a nade, like I'd mentioned. The smokes are going to cause some panic, but Buttermaster is right on it, and Kesney is right there. He does. Android Goat behind him gets Cooper, B27, and Wingman. Buttermaster does down Kesney. White Fang is going in for a cap. Buttermaster does get him. The suppression would allow them to kind of move up a little bit, but Buttermaster here, gonna trade with Android Goat. He's still up though. Reinhardt gets Succulent Deer. And, that was fast. Nexus gets Jackie, and Pandamonium go up another point. That was fast. So, good job from Pandamonium. You can definitely see they've been training, they've been playing for a team that's just started. This is their first season, their third game of, the third match. You can see that there's some really good team play there. Now, it is pretty darn near impossible to just memorize every map, every angle, and you do have to put in that time. And with a new team, it just sometimes can take, a whole season for you to understand the concept of the game, which is to push together, work together, have good communication. But Pandemonium is doing a great job of holding down a good defense. They were a little bit peaky, but that's fine. That's something that they'll learn and adjust to their style. But they didn't have any flankers. They weren't rushing. They were holding tight and holding in position, and had some comms going out. And then for this push, they coordinated. They cleared out their area and held it down and threw coordinated smoke. So that was a good push. Now, Buttermaster is getting kills for his team. And I don't know the other players. So I'm not exactly sure how long any of them have been. I know that Fozzie, their former captain, isn't playing this season, and neither is Propane. And those are two good players, good guys. But Buttermaster and Wingman, I definitely recall, and I'm sure they'll pick it back up going into our next round. We are going to change objectives, so each team has had a chance to attack it. And then the next round will change objectives. So this is going to be the garage objective. Now, a lot of people will say that this one is hard to attack. I don't think it's the hardest one to attack. It is in the sense that it's in the back of the map. You have to cross the main street here. But if you can coordinate it well, you can cross it and get in a cap, because you can cap in so much cover. You can cap next to the house, behind the house, upstairs, around the garage. So really, if you can, cause some havoc, you can definitely do damage on this objective. Okay, so let me go into round 3.
I'm trying to be as quiet as I can.
Shots ringing out from Succulent down lane 3. As we said, that is an often pre-fired spot. Wingman and Buttermaster are going to take lane 4, so it's going to be a 3-2 push, one down the center of the map, and they're going to meet Reinhardt and White Fang. They should hear them and can give those call-outs. And that's exactly what they did, giving those call-outs. Just smart. Even if you get heard, just give those call-outs. So White Fang dropped out a flashbang. He's not going to act on it, but the flashbang would give him 4 or 5 seconds to push. White Fang does get Cooper, who does peek this angle here. Oops. They are, so they picked up 2 guys here in the center house. Right here, you gotta be careful peeking this right here, because there's someone watching it and shoot it. So if you ever turn this corner, pre-fire those stairs. Smoke's coming out onto Objective House. I'm sorry. I just got my license. Mind the driving. White Fang's still holding it up there. Jackie on lane 2, probably aware of Android Goat's position because shots did ring out there. And he's not going to rotate because that's a good spot to hold. Buttermaster going to approach. I don't think they're gonna, oh, he does pre-fire Nexus at the burning house. And then he's gonna clear out this side. Now, Wingman, looks like he's gonna get peeky. I wouldn't peek there. I would not peek there. Just because they saw their guy go down, so they're gonna be a little bit trained on it. Kesney is a little bit behind. I don't know if he's in a position to look over there, or if he's just in that spot. But that spot where Wingman is, let's see, where Kesney is, not there. I would pre-fire that. That's a common spot to pre-fire. You can definitely penetrate through that wood. No one's gonna punish Wingman for looking there. C4 gonna go off. We did get a pickup from White Fang. So Buttermaster can probably maybe hear it or know that his teammate went down on lane 2. So he's kind of looking. Ooh, shots from Android Goat going out to Wingman, leaving Buttermaster there. So he knows where that guy is. He probably knows that there's the middle house guy. So his best bet right now, yeah, is to rotate as long as he knows where. He can rotate and go around to lane 1, or I would take middle house. Yeah, if he can. So that spot, if he peeks it, that is where he will get punished by a White Fang here, who, yeah, can probably hear him. I know he might not. He definitely hears White Fang. Got called out, so looks like Android Goat might be a bit trained on here. So Buttermaster can come up here and just pre-fire, and that's exactly what he does. And definitely a spot that you pre-fire. He's gonna knife the body just to be sure, because you can down, and he gets Android Goat. You can be downed and radio in to your teammates. So he can, let's see, he turned it to a 1v1. He might catch Kesney on the rotation, but Kesney might catch him. His head is poking out, and gunfire's coming out, so Kesney might be aware. Oh, shots do ring out, so now Buttermaster does know where Kesney is. He's gonna act on it, I think. The tank is gonna, ooh, yeah, that's gonna give him some information. He might catch Kesney on a rotation. He's got less than a minute here. Kesney knows that his guy went down. Oh, he could just pre-fire. Oh, I saw that. But Kesney is probably rather nervous because, like I said, you can cap on so many different areas. So you kind of have to make sure you sweep a little bit of it. So Kesney has rotated. Buttermaster, they have traded sides. Oh, he is making noise. Kesney is going to not hear that. He's going to hear this for sure. He's going to go for a cap. Oh, he could have gone for a cap right here. Oh, that's too bad. That was a really good effort, though. Good job for Kesney clutching that round, bringing his team up to their 3rd point of this map. I gotta say, Buttermaster, he did it right. He just might not have known you can cap behind the house. And he and Kesney just missed each other on the rotation, which you just can't predict that kind of thing. Sometimes you get lucky with that. But he did what I would have done, and I think most people would have done, which is take the middle house, take it and secure that area, because it gives you room to look out into the other house and kind of pick anyone who might be getting peeky. And because Volk has to defend the spots, and there's a lot of different areas, you can catch them rotating from one spot to the next. So Buttermaster didn't have a lot of time to work with. If he had, I think, stayed tucked behind and capped in 3 seconds, which you can do, then that could have gone their way. But let's see how they go on offense here. There is a connoisseur pick option on the VRMasterleague.com, the website. You go on and check out the matches that are coming up. You can vote for the team that you think is going to win. For this match, Pandamonium was the favorite to win this, and they're doing a great job. So you can definitely see they're putting in the work and making their connoisseurs proud. Clearly you can. You absolutely can do it. I agree. Keep that spirit up. You can definitely come up from, 3 points in this round 4.
Sorry, Kaz.
Aw, there was a joke and I missed it. Android Goat going to do some pre-fire into the middle house. Which is pretty good. He might have seen Wingman. Great nade. Android downs Succulent right through there and grenades Wingman. That was fantastic, and that is exactly what you want to do. Throw a nade in spots where you know people are going to be. Now, Succulent can give some callouts in the doorway, but kind of don't want to peek that doorway knowing that they can come in. So Jackie spots out Reinhardt there. They're just putting in shots, confirming that kill. They called for center house. No one is in center house. Or maybe they just said that they got the guy in center house. So Spaces, Aces, they're going to be on the house. Smoke's coming out. And this is what I mean for an attack on this. Personally, I think the hardest one to attack is maybe the red car objective. I'll attack any of them all day long. But this one, what Pandamonium did was they isolated Spaces Aces right into this house and have kept them here, and they can pick them apart on the rotations, or they can smoke out one direction. Cooper does pick up Reinhardt there. Shots ringing out from middle house. Giving call out there from Android Goat to middle house. Calling out Jackie's position, which you could shoot through, by the way. Yeah, you can shoot through that and get Jackie. Methinks. All right, so smoke's coming out of here, and they're walking it. They're walking it over. And again, this is what I mean. With teamwork, you can smoke, make a little tunnel, a little path for yourself, and cross over, and pretty much cross without being seen. But he's going to get spotted out. Buttermaster Kesney calling out for fire onto the house. Such a smart ask. Telling his team. Cooper does get Nexus from across the way. He's going to run to Buttermaster here. He's going to grab the back of him, and he does. White Fang going to move in. Oh, White Fang also gets taken out by Buttermaster. Android Goat gets Cooper. Now we're on a 1v2 with Jackie and Buttermaster still up. Android Goat, he's got 3.5 minutes to work with. He could fight. He's got a lot of rounds. He's got oh yes, this is. Don't worry about it. This is your time to shine. Don't ever worry if you're the last man up. This is your movie.
All right, guys, caught your pick. Let's do this.
There you go. You gotta have that great attitude.
That was fucking awful.
It was okay. The language was kind of awful. But I don't blame you. That's what happens sometimes when you're the last man up. All right, he's gonna peek this corner, which I don't know if he has a proper count, but that is definitely a spot where you can get caught. Buttermaster is gonna be able to hear him. Oh, Andrew Goat's gonna see that flash going out. Buttermaster's gonna get caught out on that spot. Now we've got Jackie, and Jackie gets caught out from Andrew Droid Go. He clutches it, and they take that map on that round. 4 points wins Pandamonium their map. Or not their map pick, Spaces Aces map pick. So, again, that was good. He rotated away from where he was shooting from, which was from the carport. And if he made a fast enough rotation, you kind of have to sometime decide what you're gonna do. I don't know if he had a proper kill count, but he knew that they're in that general area. So, good call on that. Let's see what map 2 is gonna be. Ooh, guess what it's gonna be? It's gonna be cargo. That's right, that makes sense. Alright, I was saying that it makes sense for it to be cargo because cargo is the smallest map, Suburbia being small, Tanker being a smaller-ish one, and newer teams may opt to go for Suburbia cargo because they have had a lot more playtime on it, and as we call cargo the equalizer map because it's small, it can invite the run and gun style. And I don't think either team is going to do that, but it can, and it gives both teams the opportunity to meet in the middle. And so Spaces Aces can take this map back very easily if they wanted to, which I'm sure they do. Or Pandemonium can take the W and take the series. And looks like we have a sub coming in for Pandemonium. B-Baggins coming in for Android Go. Didn't you see what he just did? Well, maybe he's off celebrating already. But teams can roster 8 team members, and of course you just have 5 to play, but you can trade your teammates out if someone's having technical difficulties or it's a map that they're better at. That is something that teams do. My previous team, we did that when it was one map, someone wouldn't like that map or it's not their style, and so we'd bring in another player. And that's a smart way to use your roster and allow everyone to get some playing time. So D-Baggins is their newest one. Their newest player, although he has played with the team for some time. So, welcome to Pandemonium. Welcome to the league. And if you're interested in joining the league, you can. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, league players, but like, anyone can make a team. So, it's not hard. You go on to VR Master League and you can create your team, roster up with your bestest friends, or people that you meet in lobbies. There's also an Onward Discord that also has league category in there, and you can go on there to ask questions, to see the matchups, have discussion, ask for help, as well as find a team. There's a channel called Team Finder. So you can go in there and see who's recruiting. If you're interested, you can also sign up as a reservist. So if a team can't get their roster up to 5, they can call in a reservist who can be anyone who maybe doesn't have time to commit to a team, or doesn't want to. They like to play as a reservist. Some players, they leave a team and then they go on reserve for the interim before they can find another team to go on to. So you can pull in a reservist to play for you. And, you know, it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes you get a really good reservist who has more skill than your team does, and they really, really make a difference in the outcome of your game. Or it could be, in the same vein, somebody who is not wanting to cooperate or doesn't know how because like they haven't had time to practice with your team. And reservists can only play with the same team twice in a season. Well, our lobby is full. And if you haven't heard, we are coming to Oculus Quest at the end of the month, so we'll be expecting a lot newer, more newer players coming in.
I can sit like right on the objective if somebody wants to sit in that more forward. Oh, we can't smoke yet, can I?
No, you can smoke.
Oh, okay. It's great.
They can't hear me. I just pretend that they can.
Yeah, I got 3764. Okay, well, it's going down the tube. Oh, that was a terrible throw. Help me out. I'm coming.
Kesney, I caught that on camera. D-Baggin's going to pre-fire this lane here to suppress anyone trying to cover the tunnel here. Reinhardt is going to check this little crack here and this little angle just to see if there's anyone down the center. Let's look at the defense. Is a good classic defense. They've got angles covered. They are rotating a bit, which kind of calls for it sometimes. The smoke does cause chaos and a bit of panic. Cooper is going to get caught out in the back here. Jackie going to go for that refrag. Gets the refrag on one. Doesn't get the other. D-Baggins gets Jackie. Wingman gets D-Baggins, though. Great refrag on that. Leaving Pandamonium with 3. And their smokes are dissipating. So we've got the tank objective or pipe objective, whichever you call it. And you can cap from Buttermaster's position as well as out in the open, which is what a lot of teams do. So Succulent will be able to catch anyone who tries around there. Buttermaster and Wingman watching the back here. Kesney does get Succulent, though, in the dark alley. Wingman's probably going to catch Kesney on the cross here. Oh, no, he's protected by that, the container in the middle. Ooh, he does get that angle, but he's still up, so he needs to finish him off because Kesney's going to be able to give call-outs. So, Wingman does complete the kill. Okay, White Fang can definitely hear him, but sounds can be deceiving on this map. Wingman definitely jingling, making some noise. White Fang's gonna be looking for that refrag here. Both making noise. Who's gonna round first? Ooh, and it's a trade, a clean trade. Wingman's not going to be able to radio that in to Buttermaster, who is last up. He doesn't know if he is last up. Nexus is looking for that. Refrag doesn't know that his teammate traded either. Oh, it does get caught out by Buttermaster in that position. And let's go some toxic smoke. That's gonna bring Aces of a point on cargo. So, like I said, definite opportunity for Spaces Aces to come back on this map here. So this objective can often be rushed. So we'll see if Spaces Aces chooses to rush it. As you see, the smoke really is what can cause a lot of panic. You can make a play and smokes can ruin it or make you panic from a good defense because they can hide in the smoke and send the uplink. So Pandamonium they threw the smoke and it allowed them to push up a little bit, but Spaces Aces was not challenging them anyway. So they didn't push up. So you also see the players down low and crouching or going prone. So I saw some newer people in the chat previously asking about that. This is in VR, so if you see a player changing a mag or throwing, they are doing that in the comforts of their respective homes. Is going to be round 2.
Hey, White Fang, where are you at?
They don't know each other yet. So you see the names. We see the names up there. Oh no, you can't pick it up.
It's okay.
Womp womp. Yep, you cannot pick it up once you drop the C4. So we see the names. We see the outlines. They do not see any of that. Buttermaster downs Reinhardt on that cross and finishes off the kill. Chesney says to smoke it. So right here, where Buttermaster was firing, this pipe lane here is often pre-fired, and you can catch the rotation. Even if you don't pre-fire, you can see how many defenders have crossed. They did not smoke it to hide their cross. But Nexus here is going out for a little bit of a hunt. Gonna catch Jackie. Oh no, just pre-fires, doesn't catch it. Cooper gonna go in dark alley. He can hold this angle, but he's choosing to come out. And oh wow, and they trade. That surprises me. Nexus gets Jackie downed, and Wingman's gonna maybe bait him out or. He's going for the kill. He should go for the revive. Oh, but Nexus gets Succulent. So Jackie's only down here. Okay, so should definitely give that call out to their team. It's proximity voice, so the teams can hear each other, and you have to use your radio. D Baggins pre-firing and gets Buttermaster. Leaving 2v1 Wingman. He's got just a little bit on the smokes. I think the smokes last, what, 34 seconds or so? You really kind of gotta act on them as best you can. In this case, his teammates all went down. There was trades, so definitely doesn't know of the count. All you got was a lousy t-shirt for being a reservist. I didn't even get a t-shirt for being in the league, so that's off. All right, next is holding a good angle. Well, holding this angle here to see if anyone comes out. Most players that come out from these containers will pre-fire that spot or spot him immediately. Like they will kind of be looking for somebody there. Wingman in the middle, he's got 3.5 minutes. He can do a lot. Now, Cargo is eerily quiet when there's just a few of you left. So he is gonna stay low to make as little noise and kind of clear out these corners and these angles here. He can go all the way around, which is what I think a lot of players do. When they're last up, they go for a full flank, or they can, because it allows them to get behind the defense. So Wingman here, Nexus might get I'll peek if he hears, not sure. Let's ride along with it, man. Ooh! That scared me. I was scared. Gets next is now D. Baggins knows of Wingman's position. Oh, okay, that's going to definitely indicate where he is, but Wingman's just going for it. He's going hunting. Oh my gosh, he saw the flash go out. Oh, he's clearing it. Wingman with his clutch play. Clutching that round and going up another point. Oh, people in the chat calling each other out. Yep, that's right. Making bets. Collect that fake money. Well, Space's aces, putting points on the board. I've definitely seen them play this map. Granted, with a little bit of a different roster, but I've definitely seen Wingman take some aggressive positions depending on the ODJ, and has clutched a number of rounds. Buttermaster even told me before this game that he's like, yeah, he'll be there to carry us. Though Buttermaster is also doing good work. As for the new players, there is a steep learning curve, but it's not about how hard the game is to learn. I know this is going to sound like a commercial, but it's really your mental ability to kind of to focus on the game and the objective, and to not get antsy, not let yourself get overwhelmed with getting kills. So this game is all about patience and teamwork, and that is what can win you this game, even if you have never played these maps, is constantly talking with your team, letting them know where you are, letting them know where you're looking, how many people are up and down. So the newer players will definitely pick it up with some time. Apologies. Okay, so they are memorizing the code. Like I said, there is a 7-digit code. It's a phone number, and when you send it to the uplink, it calls, I don't know, your favorite celebrity. So some people do memorize it. When you get up there, it's a lot of pressure to put it in. I can't memorize it. I certainly only memorize half of it, if that. Okay, so commenting on their smokes, but oh, we've got a team kill. What did I just say? The smoke can definitely not put you in a good position. Kesney putting out some shots in these spots here. I definitely advise people to shoot into this room, the Love Shack over here, where a defender might be. Wingman's gonna hold this area to watch the pipe as the smoke clears. Smoke's coming out. We've got calls from a player here to make sure that the container is watched. So this objective you can cap inside the red container and on the other side of this black box here. White Fang moving his way up, gets caught out by Wingman. Refrag's going to be coming out from Reinhardt, looking for it. D. Baggins gets Succulent Deer. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a trade. I did not say that. Oh no, it wasn't. That's his teammate who was that close to you and you shot him? What did he say? All right, Reinhardt and Wingman, right? Wingman not aware of Reinhardt's position at all. Oh, wait, maybe. They're gonna catch each other right about now, and he does catch him. It's gonna allow them to crawl to the back. Oh, so they've actually kind of circled it here. They could try and go for the cap just to catch up, because it gets them 2 points. D. Baggins gets a kill on Jackie now. They can cap. Cooper's last one up. Pandamonium takes a point. D. Baggins says, "Aw, he wanted to cap. I know that all too well." Oh, well, we see Mayhem in the chat. Welcome, Mayhem. They may or may not be a favorite team of mine. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying. I've heard things. So, Pandamonium is a team that Mayhem has helped trained or has played with them to get them into the league. James, their co-captain, really wanted to grow the league by kind of what's the word? Helping? No, that's not the word I'm thinking of. Mentor, like being a mentor to newer players, and it worked because they created Pandamonium, and that panda is wearing a smiley face on his head, but it's actually the Mayhem logo. So, fun facts. It's also drinking a juice box and holding a grenade, and don't want to mix those two up. Alright, going into our next round. Okay, so they've brought 2 C4s. Now the C4, again, if you drop it, that's it. It does, it stays, it lives there. Okay, you can't put it too close to the objective. It will not detonate by the clacker. So that was just a throw. That will be caught out from any skilled player here. Nexus gonna challenge the team here. Buttermaster gonna go in and peek. Oh, he's gonna get shot by Nexus. And Cooper is shooting in and gonna go in for that refrag. Does not get it. Nexus gets another one. Succulent gonna go in for the refrag. Does get it, but that C4 is in there. I don't know who's... Yep. Yes. So you definitely want to shoot that. Oh, that happened faster than my words can say. Jackie on the north side. Marco. Now, Kesney could look under and see. D-Baggins gets wingman. Oh, they get each other. Oh, no. D-Baggins only down. Kesney is able to look down below and kind of get an angle here. Look at that. That's... but you're trying. You're trying. Trying to get that angle from below. White Fang definitely hearing Jackie's movements here. So this is such an exposed position. I'm surprised that he's been able to make it. So he's going to rotate around. At this point, oh, the Pandamonium has 3.5 with D-Baggins just with such a view. They are going to go for that refrag. I'm sorry, the revive. It's been a long day, guys. Bear with me. Panda bear it with me. Yes, I can show you the leaderboard. Although I will be honest, the kills sometimes are not as accurate. You can, you know, a kill could be registered twice. Some kills aren't registered at all. Kesney's gonna catch Jackie right here on the open, or Reinhardt. Ooh, Jackie definitely heard something, but this position right here is... it's hard to cross. You're gonna have to pre-fire the spot where Reinhardt is. Oh, he does get Reinhardt, but that totally alerts Kesney here, who's gonna go for it. Oh, nope. He's gonna back off. Gonna check. Okay, Jackie may or may not have seen that. And definitely wait for Kesney to peek if he does. Oh, never mind. White Fang gets that from over there. And the pandas go up another point. So let's look at the kills. The ratio here. It's a little smaller. Wingman getting 6 kills on this map, and his team getting 2-2-1-1. Pandamonium. It's a good even spread. We got D-Baggins with 5 leading the charge, but everyone's got a kill. Again, not really about the kills. So kind of hard to explain that, and I totally understand that instinct to just care about the kills. I know that's something that a lot of League players want when they're in lobbies to, you know, show off, I guess. But there's also, again, because it's a team game, there are some people who will always get more kills than others, not just from skill alone. It may be because of the position that they play. So, I'm not making excuses for me in particular. I'm just saying that's something you want to take into consideration if you were to ever keep score by yours truly. I don't know. But again, it doesn't matter. As long as your team wins, people will even sacrifice themselves. As you saw with the C4 kill, that was brilliant in there. By the way, if you see C4, you can disable it by cutting it with your knife or shooting at it or throwing a nade to detonate it before you get there, before he catches you out. Alright, going into our next round, and out of the tent, please. So we've got the south-south objective. Now, this one is an interesting one, because look at all of the lines that defense has to work with here. They've got this angle to watch that side, they've got this angle to watch this cross, so you've got a lot of places to defend from. However, you can cap right next to it, right about here. You can cap inside this room on the other side of this red container. So if you are attacking it and you can manage to eliminate one side, you can find a sneaky cap point. So let's look at Panda's gonna go, ooh, Reinhardt picking up Buttermaster, who's in an aggressive position. They are split 1-4. Reinhardt choosing to go on the east. Ooh, more smokes going out. Lots of smokes going out. Kesney out in the open, but with cover, giving good intel. He's got his map out. He's got his shield. Wingman picks up Nexus. So from here, he should be able to tell his team how many of them are up. Can give intel, like I've cleared out tunnel. I'm in the tunnel now. Can give a call out for anybody he hears or sees. And he's got that coverage. Ooh, they've got C4. Doesn't catch anybody. Got White Fang gets Cooper, who was getting peeky. White Fang shoots at Succulent. That is definitely a spot you want to pre-fire. So he's Succulent is saying he's right there, and that is true. They're right there. You could. Ooh, that was pretty good. He got the back of it because they were going in for that cap under the smoke, which was a good attempt. But Wingman and Jackie here holding it down. So at this point, they just gotta watch each other's cross. Wingman can watch this corner. D-Baggins gets Jackie. Wingman definitely aware of his D-Baggins position, and he just totally misses that cross. So D-Baggins is gonna. Oh no! Wingman made a fool out of me and downed him. Reinhardt knows where Wingman is. Wingman may know where he is. You can hear it. Yeah, he knows he's there. He's just waiting. So at this point, Wingman can choose to go run out and try and get this kill, but he doesn't have to because he is defending. So he just needs to wait them out because Reinhardt has to approach the objective. Okay, Reinhardt is making a good move, rotating out of there where Wingman is going to be kind of focused, but he's going to have to pre-fire that spot. Does he know to pre-fire it? Let's see. He's cleared out the other room. He may have heard Wingman. Oh, yes, he did because he killed the Baggins. He's waiting for Wingman to peek. What a smart move. Well, you could just pre-fire it too. But just in case he misses it, he doesn't want to be caught out. Oh, very, very good. He's going to smoke and try and put a wall between him and... Wow, great flash. Sure, he got Wingman, but Wingman is... Oh, wow. Reinhardt gets the best of that. Yeah, it did take too long, Reinhardt. Give him grief. How dare he clutch that. That was such a great rotation. Somebody clipped that for him because that was really, really good. And again, I don't know actually how many hours everyone has. I know Kesney started when I started playing with him a few months ago. I think he has like what 50 hours. Oh, now he must have 100 over 100 hours. But you know, a lot of players have been playing this for 10 seasons, so they may have over 3,000 hours. So I don't know how many hours Reinhardt has, but that was just such a good move for him because he knew where Wingman was, because Wingman got the Baggins in the center. So he was definitely alerted, and he knows, or he probably knows, that Wingman heard him in the Love Shack. So that rotation was great. He was trying to get an angle on there, but he didn't get too greedy where some players might just run out and immediately pre-fire and shoot it, which can work, but he opted for the more careful play, which was smart on him. So Pandamonium is going to go up 3. And Space's Ace is still holding with their 2, though. Wow. Yeah, D-Bag into the 7. He did attempt a cap that I think if there was just a little bit more smoke, he definitely could have gotten that. So again, Pandas, they're at 3 points. They just need to hold a good defense like they did previously, and they can take this map and then take the series. Prove it. Oh, that's... Yes. Awesome. I always love coming in for that.
Okay, I'm pushing right.
Yeah, I hear ya. I know you want to see the kill spread. I get it. I mean, it doesn't mean nothing for sure. It definitely shows who's really good with snapshots and, you know, completing their kills. So next is, speaking of which, down Succulent, didn't finish it, but Reinhardt blew the C4, got that kill. Great use of utility. They Pandas have been on point with their using it. I mean, they dropped a few here and there, but they've gotten kills with it, which is more than I can say. Oh, a C4 that would have caught Jackie, but didn't. Reinhardt gets Jackie. Cooper gets Reinhardt though. Good refrag. Kesney shooting in. White Fang gets Cooper in the center. Kesney's gonna catch a Butter, or no, he gets caught up by Buttermaster, and Wingman are the last 2. They have a half player. Oh, Jackie over there. They White Fang into the barrel area, going for that revive over here. So Buttermaster can go fast. Use the smoke sound to kind of mask it. Wait, where are the other pandas? Oh, okay, we've got Nexus. Oh, and D-Baggin's in the same position as before. So they've cleared out the west side. Ooh, Wingman gets White Fang at his spot. He knows where to look for him. He's gonna... Okay, so Nexus is just gonna have to keep his eyes there. D-Baggin's taking shots now. His position is known. So Space's Aces has 3. They can kind of work with the information they have, such as those shots, and do a good spread as they are doing. And because there's 3 of them, can do refrag party here. You know, you go for a shot. If you get shot, then the other guy gets, you know what I mean. So I don't know if you know what I mean. Actually, I'm supposed to tell you. Sorry for lacking description there. Oh, pre-fire. D-Bag is rotated. Oh, Nexus gets Buttermaster on his push. They're going to hold it. Wingman knows where they are. He can definitely hear it. Now, the cap... Yeah, no, they are surrounding it all too well, unless they can get into this room where it's not being covered. D-Baggins does get Jackie Wingman is out in the open there, so D-Baggins just has to turn. Nexus is gonna grab that kill, getting them the map. Pandamonium takes map 2 and takes the series. Spaces Aces, a good attempt at coming back to it. There are, I think, probably, it's a little bit uneven because you have people who have played a little bit more. So just a little bit more of working out the kinks of how you should move. But those were good pushes. So sometimes it just comes out to who shoots the fastest. But that was still a good attempt. Now each round, a lot of them came down to the last player. So it was not like a runaway in the sense, I mean, the score, yes, shows that, but the fight was really strong in a lot of those rounds. So Spaces Aces now will have to play the last map for MMR, and they can take this back as well. Let's see what our next map is gonna be. It's like, we may have a drop, I'm not sure. D-Baggins leading Pandamonium with 8 kills, Pesney 3, Reinhardt 6, White Fang 4, and whoever left, they had a million kills. Spaces Aces, Wingman with his 9. Jeez. But everyone getting kills. And like I said, some people are in a position to kind of not, and Kesney is the captain. And it sometimes just happens like that with some captains because they are the ones giving intel. In this case, it's newer teams, so you're spending a lot of time kind of leading the team, making sure that everyone's in position and holding their angles and talking a lot more. So it does come out like that. But if you're taking note, Wingman is the killer on Spaces Aces, and D-Baggins is the killer. All right, looks like we're gonna go to Anchor. Oh, wait. That's Anchor, but it's going to Downfall, but that was a banned map, so let me make sure that this was correct. Alright, just checking in with the teams and make sure that they are on the right map. Yes. Okay, so we're going to rehost. So give us just a moment. We will take a short intermission while we go into another place. everyone, welcome back. They said that they chose Tinker, but the game wanted them to play Downfall, but that was banned. So back to Tinker it is. Alright, so the team recreated another lobby and they are loading in right now. Just happened to have caught some banter with the guys and they are all having a good time, making jokes, deciding on, you know, how many team kills there should be. So always good to have a good attitude, and that is really why I love Spaces Aces. They are just such nice people. So, yeah, I see your guys' questions. There is a delay just for the game integrity and some good questions coming out. There are some, I think the question was about the barrels. Yes, Enigma's also giving some good tips in there about rushing, taking Peeker's advantage, which is something that you should absolutely practice. It is a really, really good skill to have because the more hours you put in, the more you understand the layout and where people are most likely to be. So once you make your way and crawl through the map and you've eliminated some common spots and then you hear them, if you get into a position, it's going to be that thing where they know you're there, you know they're there, they know you know, that kind of thing, and it's just gonna be who's gonna shoot the other. Sometimes it causes banter between the teams, or someone who's just more skilled at it will round the corner and pre-fire it in such a way, and that does take some practice. It is a definite skill, but you can absolutely learn it. So Spaces, Aces, and Pandamonium, they are going to be sticking with the smaller map going into Tinker, which I was gonna say it's my favorite map, but I feel like all the maps are my favorite. Basically, I'll play any of them. So into Tinker we go. Some people say it's a little bit like Cargo because of the layout is shorter. However, it's on 2 levels. And it's dark and a little scary, gotta be honest. So night maps can be played obviously, but it requires night vision for the most part. You can see a little bit some areas that are lit, but you're going to have to definitely add night vision to your loadout. Curious about the loadout. It is not an economy system. I saw someone ask that before. It is a point system, so you get 9 points to choose your loadout. Smokes costing 1 point, frags costing 2. Certain guns cost more than the other. So there are 4 positions you can play, classes. It's rifleman, specialist, support, and marksman. I think there's 4. Anyway, and there's a certain amount that each team can have. So when you play in a competitive lobby, you can have 3 riflemen, 2 support. So there is a cap on how many people can play certain weapons. So again, that is also something that you'll take into account when you're playing a game. Is hearing 2 C4s go off, that eliminates the C4, so you don't have to spend time looking for a C4 to detonate or anything. So that's something that you'll also learn. You know that the other team can bring up to 5 frags, so you can count the frags. Some teams do that. They wait. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know all the frags are out. They can move a little bit faster. I mean, it's basic, right? You are competing. You're not just shooting and gunning. You have an objective, and it is just. This is what completely won my heart. It is a puzzle. It's a challenge. It's very challenging. And 6 minutes is a long time for some people to wait, but that 6 minutes, you know, is a lot of time to work with, and yet not. So it's such a good game that you can play in so many different ways. So gotta love Onward. This is my 4th season, and it's fantastic. Also, I wasn't a gamer, so if you're kind of curious, kind of wondering, you can do it too. Seriously, I only played Candy Crush, and then suddenly I played Onward. So for me, there was not a lot of room in between. Okay, just checking in on the teams. There may have been a drop in. They are back and going to get to it. So for Tinker, there are 4 objectives on this map, and some of them, well, because it's a smaller map, you can rush all of them, but some of them are prone for a fast attack. So that's something that's fun about Tinker, is how, again, you approach it. I mean, that's the most fun, right? Yeah. I always want to start on Marsoc and play, because the objective is get to the uplink and send the points. Like I was saying with the kills that you get, yeah, it totally feels good when you, like, you know, leave a lobby with 11 kills, or sometimes some people have an insane amount of kills. Yeah, totally feels good. But I gotta say, like, what I really enjoyed, my first experience of enjoying it was when we practiced a play and then did it and it worked. Best feeling, because we practiced it and it required a lot of coordination. So that was, you know, that beats kills any day for me. All right, we are going right into round 1.
Just kidding.
I missed another joke.
So I'm gonna take the right one. You take the left one for now.
So we're listening to Reinhardt talk about the capping points. Maybe Reinhardt has more experience.
Shoot Jack. Please do not shoot Jack.
Okay. Spaces Ace is laughing. They were already joking previously about team killing. Poor Jack here. Don't do that. Jack's a good kid. Of course, they're just joking. So we've got some players going down, some going up top. Cooper with the shield, going to be able to give some intel as he moves up. Pandamonium, they are going to hold a tight defense. They are not joking around. Because they've already won the series, they can do a few different things. They can practice on, if, for instance, if they don't like Tinker, this can be their time to really practice some of the plays just to get disciplined. Or they can go at it and try some crazy plays because they might not win in the points, but they've already won the series. So each team can choose to do however they want. As you get further along in the series, in the season, you do want to fight for all the points that you can, because that still counts for MMR. Even if you lose a game, you don't want to lose by like a runaway score or anything. Succulent Deer all the way down. Shots ringing out from D-Baggins, and does get Succulent. It's only a down though, so he's gonna be able to give a call. But D-Baggins knows. White Fang gets Jackie. And we've got Buttermaster coming for shots. Oh, D-Baggins gets Buttermaster though. Succulent is gonna be able to give that call out. He's got 2 down. There's 5 of them. Every time I hear someone say, like, I got 2, I'm like, well, there's 5, so keep going. Looks like Cooper's gonna try and go for the revive, which he can because he's got a shield. T-Baggins is shooting. Yeah, get down low. Yeah, D-Baggins definitely sees it. He is not getting Succulent at all. Succulent is just being completely saved by the barrels. Yeah, so he's gonna put out smokes to kind of watch it. D-Baggins is going for it though. He's going for that kill and he does get it. And Cooper is challenging him with the shield. Oh no, he's not alive, buddy. Kesney also getting in on the action. D-Baggins is gonna go for that flank on the behind, and he gets them in the behind. Cooper also, oh wow, okay, you know what? That's fine. I was gonna say, D-Baggins, I thought he aced the team, but he got 4 of them. Not for lack of effort, because that was a lot of shots that were completely missing Succulent because of the barrels. But Pandamonium gonna go up another point. So this is the good thing with the league growing. It allows teams that are closer in skill level to play each other, because I think when I started my first season, I think there was like 2 new teams or 3 new teams or something, and so there was not a lot of people that we could play that weren't really good and very experienced. But now we have newer teams, and because we're running boot camps with the Onward Rookie Boot Camp Discord, there are people helping. We're casting more games. Rookies are picking up skills faster and adapting very well to the game. So it is great to see teams kind of face off people that would give them the right amount of challenge, because you know, going in and getting clobbered is not fun. But hey, I'm still here, so you can do it too. I'm just looking at all of you guys in the chat. Thanks for hanging out, stopping by. Great questions, keep them coming. I'll do my best to answer them. There is, of course, a 6-minute delay, as the rounds are themselves 6 minutes. And in the tent in between time, they have 2 minutes to hash out a plan. So that's definitely something where we want to have your loadouts ready to go and some kind of semblance of a plan. Going into the second round. So this objective, called the captain's, or some people call it the captain's quarters, in the back, and it does have some sneaky cap points. You can cap from, of course, inside the room, but you can also cap over here. So if you're the last defender, you're running from this room to this room, you can also cap over here. So there are some hidden spots that you can cap from, which can cause panic for the last defender. So you can also choose to send some people up, or on the up deck or below. But either way, you can hear each other, and that can be confusing. Romantic sunsets. Kesney with the shield, pulling out smokes already. Shots coming out from spaces, aces.
Alright, listen here, bitch. It's gonna die to my little shit.
Why? I was doing so good.
Bullets, don't you make fun of me.
Smoke's coming out. Always fun to hear banter. More smoke's coming out. Succulent gonna push it out really hard here. And he is going for, oh man, he is he's gonna meet all of them, but D. Baggins has a sight on him anyway. Succulent might be able to get... He's just letting all of them go through! Oh, he gets Kesney, but White Fang gets that. Oh man, I think he was doing the smart thing, letting them walk by him so that he can get a majority of them, but he may not have expected to have so many of them push up together. Yeah, move over, sir. Cooper going for that flank, gonna pick up, sorry, Jackie gets Reinhardt, Cooper gets White Fang, Android gets Jackie, D. Baggins is crossing Cooper's path, Cooper's gonna go around, and catch on the backside. He needs to tap that body, which he does. He's gonna be able to catch out Android if Android isn't... Oh, wow, they miss each other. Oh, because he hears the shots. He lets Android walk right in. Spaces Aces only with... Oh, he is gonna cap right here. Oh, no. Buttermaster ain't gonna let that happen. And he gets that. And he cheers. Yep. You go, Buttermaster. That was some... That shield makes noise if you just flick it the wrong way. Spaces Ace is gonna go up a point. King of all nuggets calling out for a C4. Yeah, it's I'm from the future, so I can't make that happen for you, but we do know that Pandamonium has been using C4, so we'll see. They are gonna go into defense on this next round, and we are gonna get, let's look at the that's gonna be in the center, but it's down below. Yeah, fun times. So this is basement or warehouse, whichever you call it. It's in the center. So there is a rule in the league, and I think it mostly because of the objectives in Tanker, but there is a rule that you cannot cap like 6 feet above. So how the in the captain's quarters the objective was above their head, they can't like go down below and cap underneath like that. So I think that's the most relevant in this map. But in here, this is an interesting attack, so I'm curious to see how they go, and no time to waste. We're going into round 3. Wait. Ah, my God. Oh boy. This one is a little bit not my favorite one to attack, just because I mean, I'm sorry, not attack, but defend. Of course, you could just hold a tight one here, but if you have a good offense, you can send your team and kind of take care of exactly where you want to go. We've got shots ringing out from Android, picking up Cooper immediately. Oh, he calls 2 down. Oh, he does get someone down. Jackie down, Buttermaster's down, and then gets finished off by D-Baggins on the top here with... Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's Succulent. Kesney gets a revive. Shots coming out from Reinhardt. More shots coming out from Android, just confirming the bodies. Bless you. Let's see. Okay, so Succulent can probably hear those callouts. And it's Succulent and Wingman. But Pandamonium, there is 5 of them. So Succulent and Wingman are both upstairs. Okay, so see how that jingling kind of threw him off because of the levels. So what they really should do right now is Succulent and should not go down here unsupported. He's about to get shot by Android here. Good effort though, try and get that. So what I was gonna say was that he should not go down without support from his teammate. Okay, so Reinhardt hears him. Wingman hears that he hears him. They're all holding down below. They do not want any caps to come out. There haven't been any caps, huh? Yeah. Look at all those Mayhemians in the chat. Hello. Poor Wingman. So, anyway, I'm sorry. I was saying that when you have two left like that, you kind of want to regroup with your team and say, okay, well, there's just two of us. What do you want to do? Okay, and then at this time can kind of work together at least to put together some kind of plan on the fly. Maybe go together to sneak in the back. Wingman, he's got time, but he's got 5 pandas. 5 big pandas. Well, pandas are big in general. I wasn't calling you names. He is being so careful, but let's go along for a ride. See, he... I mean, he does have time to kind of have them kind of lose their patience and catch them one at a time. Wingman does get D-Baggins, like I said, but Kesney's gonna hear that. And there's 4 of them. They know that there's one left, so they can go and Kesney's gonna ring it. Oh, nope, no need. Reinhardt gets it instead. And celebratory C4 goes out. Pandas go up another point. So yes, in a position like this, how some people can clutch the round is by being ambushing on offense. He would have been able to catch, you know, maybe 1 or 2 before the others kind of surrounded him, but had Pandamonium been have you know, caused mayhem or anything, they could have been caught out, but they were rather disciplined, which is against their name, same as mayhem. They are not living up to namesake, which is I guess the right thing. Teams are readying up, and you asked for the kill spread. D-Baggins with 6 again, leading Pandamonium with the kills. However, the other Reinhardt, Andrew, they've all been playing well. White Fang as well. Kesney, you know, he's got a nice shield. I'm teasing, of course. I'm sure they're very excited on getting that win. Spaces Aces is clear across 1-1, 2-1-1 kill spread. So Spaces Aces, they can play the same defense. There's a lot of area that Marsock's gonna have to penetrate to get in. Going into round 4. But a good attack is pretty much surrounding them, eliminating any flankers and then surrounding them. Oh, it's like he's rubbing my cheek. Did you hear that code? You guys memorize it. Tell me if you memorize it. Oh, Android Goat gonna go for the shield this time. Oh, and Kesney, nice! Nice push. I approve. I like this double shield. Yeah, it's like he hears me. The double shielding is going to allow them, again, to make that entry into this place where Spaces Aces... they're holding it down, but the shield's really going to be able to give them intel. D-Baggins! What a great Russian shot there. Succulent's gonna come around and get peeky, and he's gonna have to... Oh, doesn't get paid for it. Doesn't pay for it, but gets called out though. That could have been not good, but he was able to just do a quick peek, get that call out. Probably called out the or saw the shield, like possibly. And D Baggins gets Cooper as well. Reinhardt making his way in here. Buttermaster gonna hold down this angle, but they definitely hear each other. White Fang gonna suppress as Kez pushes up. Perfect play. Succulent gonna get that and goes for the refrag, but gets caught out by D Baggins. Buttermaster gets Reinhardt. Wingman gets D Baggins. Spaces aces to Pandemonium 2. So I don't know if they have an accurate count. Okay, Kesney is about to come in. You can hear the shield. You could definitely call it out and be like, okay, there's a shield. He doesn't really, he can rotate around. He knows, if he knows they're there, they know he's there. He knows that they know. So they can pre-fire right here. They don't, he doesn't know. Wow! Buttermaster! Nice! What a great play! That worked out perfectly for him. Going out there and cleaning that up. That was fantastic. Somebody please clip that for him. Faces Aces is gonna tie it up 2-2 on Tanker. This has been a really fun game. It's always going to be a little bit different depending on the level that you are watching, but I love watching newer teams. You know, they have a different mentality, a different spirit, and they do interesting different plays. It's very interesting to see how they approach it. But Pandamonium doing really great, but was such a good play. Aces, aces. Now we're gonna switch objectives again. We're gonna go up top. And go to the center objective. Let's see. Here we go. It's right dab in the middle of Tanker, and it can cause a lot of chaos. Spaces Aces would do well to just make a lot of noise, throw a ton of smokes on here, and just cause Pandemonium to panic, basically, because they have to check the entrance from below deck on both sides. On top where they spawn, they do spawn right at the end there on the east, and they could also flank all the way to the back too. It's definitely a good time to use a Molotov. They have it. I'm gonna go with Pandemonium so I don't hear any bad words. Yeah, calling out where they can shoot. You can definitely start shooting immediately and catch people out. Buttermaster gonna suppress fire. He sees them. Just waiting for them to look up, but they're waiting for him to run out of bullets. Wow. Was great. He suppressed his way down there. Oh, he knows they're there. What?
One down.
And he did it again. Gosh. Around the corner, and he gets Android Goat. Kesney gets Succulent. Ooh, Buttermaster, you are just on fire. Smoke's coming out. Let's go up.
How's the right side?
White Fang, and Reinhardt watching together with Kesney. Now, there's no smokes coming out on objective, but you can, cap in smoke, like hidden here as well. Wingman making his approach right on the top, taking his time to allow people to flank. He is hearing them, so I'm not sure if Wingman is just, oh, they hear him. Someone hears someone. But because Wingman is on one side and Buttermaster's on the other. Oh, wow! Fantastic C4 play from Pandamonium. Only downing him, though, that's going to give him some time to give intel to Buttermaster. Now, Buttermaster can quietly go down. Oh, he gets White Fang. Reinhardt going to come out and go for that kill. So Buttermaster are going to go in and get Reinhardt. Who's going to get who? Ooh, Reinhardt finishes off Buttermaster, clutching that round, going up another point. If Buttermaster had just rounded a hair faster, or maybe on his feet, would have gotten that because he got that intel from that kill and he moved on it quickly, and that was good. Pandemonium going up 3. And as requested, let's look at the kill spread. D-Baggins in double digits. You know what? I take back what I said earlier. That is impressive to see. Good job, D-Baggins. Picking up 10 kills. Reinhardt with the respective 5. Spaces Aces got Buttermaster on a tear with 7. And, I mean, that was just fantastic to see. You definitely see why they wanted to play this map. Often in cast, you'll hear people say like, "Oh, and they lost their map pick," and I mean, it's the same maps that we all play, and you have to ban. You don't have to ban a map, but you get to ban a map. So the chances are people will like the map you pick, like we all play them. So I don't know if it's too much of an advantage. Some teams are known for playing some maps better than others. Personally, I think you shouldn't ban a map. Don't ban maps. No, it does take a part in the game. Of course, you want to ban either the other team's best map or a map that you're not comfortable with, your team's not comfortable with. So you can use it for those things and kind of mess with people or kind of get them to pick the map you want. But I still say don't ban. All right, Spaces Aces, they're going to defend. They haven't been using utility as much. They really could use some Molotov here just because it's... Ooh, and the smokes come flying out from the pandas. Kesney not using his night vision, maybe? Smokes coming out. They are going to use smokes, push it out to sneak up for a fast cap. Wingman gonna hold that angle. He's gonna round around. Oh, and Wingman's gonna pick up Reinhardt. White Fang gonna get succulent. And White Fang is here capping. Oh no, he decides not to. Or he's capping. And he's in there capping in the open. There's no smoke. Oh, he gets team killed. Oh no, he was capping. Oh, he is going to make you pay for that one. He was capping. But I think Kesney didn't have his night vision on, and that's kind of what you pay. D-Baggins here on the bottom. The deck gonna... Jackie and him are gonna face off, but Wingman's gonna be there to catch a refrag. Oh no, he just gets him instead, leaving Android Goats yet again to face 3 aces from space. Shots coming out. They know where he is. Definitely grab him right now. Don't let him rotate. Wingman just confirming bodies here. Maybe shooting some team members. Ooh, Android getting Jackie. Cooper gonna go for that refrag. I think Wingman here is just doing a really good they can both be shooting at him at this point. And Cooper does shoot at him, and Spaces Aces go up another point. Well, this is just so much fun. I gotta say, they're gonna take it to the last round. No caps have come out. Now, this is really important because, of course, we have to rotate all of the objectives. Okay, so now they're gonna get the very last objective here, and this objective is just so capable. Okay, you can cap this objective in 20 seconds. All right, so that can totally happen if Spaces Aces uses their utility well. You can do things with your team, like doing time. So you know that you're going to spawn here in front of the USS Inferno for Marsoc to attack. So you can get up there really fast. And defense, they can flank you and go underneath and meet you in the middle. But if you go at full speed, you can beat them to the objective before they can flank you. So they can take advantage of that or not. They can choose to go all the way in the back and take the longer path. Either way, defending this can be quite the nightmare because you can cap inside this red container, inside this blue container, on this side, right outside of it. So many different places that you can hide and cap within smoke. And of course, smoke comes out, you can, accidentally team kill. It's just, well, let's just see how chaotic it is. It's chaotic in my mind, but maybe these guys will be proper. Who knows? Going into round 7. So looks like D-Bag and Andrew gonna go on the top. Now they can shoot at the spawn immediately and catch them out. And that is exactly what they do. Spaces Aces gonna run out. They're running for it on top. Looks like 3 are gonna run on top. 2 are gonna go in the back. Smoke's coming out onto objective. They're gonna do a hold though. Pandamonium's gonna hold back. They're gonna watch these angles and watch any crosses. Spaces Aces really needs to use smoke cover. Smoke can cover, oh, they're down below. The smoke can also cover their footsteps and their approach. So that's also good. White Fang might hear them, but he might not know if they're down below or up top. So now they're going to round up top. No one's watching from inside. They don't have a shield, I don't think. Wingman's in the center, going to pick up D-Baggins. That's a good pickup, but Reinhardt looking for that refrag over there. Succulent going to pick up Kesney. Reinhardt does get Wingman. White Fang and Android Go going to rotate. Cooper's going to wait. They see each other in the window. Then they're going to shoot each other. They're all coming in. Are they going to get each other? I don't know. Succulent's in there. They do finish off Succulent and Cooper. Pandamonium with 3 against Spaces Aces 2. So 4 minutes, over 4 minutes left. There is a lot of time to work with here. So Buttermaster and Jackie would do okay for themselves to go very, very slow and very, very quiet, because what they may have right now is the element of the unknown for Pandamonium, where they don't know where they are. So they can, again, catch them on that rotation. Okay, so they can definitely hear Reinhardt. They're waiting to see if anyone's going to run down here, probably.
That's fine.
Yeah. Holding the angle, making sure that they can come up.
Look towards mine real quick.
So they definitely hear Reinhardt down here. And they are not making any noise, so let's see what their options are. They can kill Reinhardt and then immediately rotate, or one of them can quietly rotate and the other one can make a lot of noise.
Droid, how many did you get? 3 at most.
Okay, so something. Just gonna go for it here. No way. Oh, Jackie made noise. Reinhardt knows for sure. That's C4 right there. And Reinhardt's going, oh, Buttermaster's going for it. Does the blow. Doesn't get it. But Android does pick up Buttermaster, leaving Jackie on his own. Oh, they definitely, okay, they hear. Or they're making noises here. 3 confirmed dead, so they don't know that there's only 1 left. That may cause a little bit more panic. Okay, so Android Go is making noise, and White Fang is too. So Jackie, I don't know if he has a good count, but well, here's Android. Gonna this way. Oh, it definitely sees him. The window is not bulletproof. He's gonna run out. Oh, and Android gets it and finishes the game with 4, 2 up. Those rounds were really, really close. Very, very close. Good job for both teams. Pandamonium is gonna run away with that. D-Baggins with 11 kills. And Buttermaster and Wingman, 7 and 8. That's fantastic. Kesney probably had a kill, but then it got -1. The team killed. And it's a good thing Pandemonium won that map, because I'm sure Kesney would not get to hear the end of that. So, fantastic game from both of these teams. I had a complete blast watching them play. Again, love Spaces Aces and Pandemonium. Pandas are adorable. What is there not to love, right? Good playing. They moved very well for a new team. Again, their 3rd match, so they did well for themselves. I'm looking forward to see them do even more. And as Spaces Aces commented, and you heard them say they need to get in more scrims. Absolutely, gotta put in that time, put in that practice, play with a lot of teams. I heard Trip on the last cast talk about veteran teams reaching out and playing with the newer teams. Absolutely do that. It's such a good learning experience to play with veteran players. So, want to take the time to thank our sponsors: Fix Gaming, music label, VR Cover, ProTube, Rebuff Reality, with your gadgets for your headset, gun stock. So there are a lot more sponsors this season, so check them out and give them the support that they give us as well. And again, at the end of July, we will see the port for Quest, so tell all your Quest friends about that. And also just announced today, we will be featured in Oculus venues, so hopefully we'll get more people watching the game. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, tell your friends about it, join the Discord and get involved. It is a lot of fun to play, and if you need any tips, reach out to any of us. We'll be happy to get you started. That will be it for us at the casting desk. I'm ctrl.flirt.del, and this was Spaces Aces versus Pandemonium. Pandemonium taking 3 maps on this week 3, season 10. Good night, everyone.